welcome back to my channel. Okay, so as you know, we are still in lockdown. We're still self-quarantined. I know a lot of us is missing, like, we're doing our home cooked meals, but we're also missing like dining out and going to restaurants and all that kind of stuff. So today we're gonna try something a little different. We're actually gonna bring the restaurant to our house. In this video, we will be making homemade hibachi, and yeah, you can get your Benihanas at home. And plus, when you do it at home, you get more. So stay tuned to see the recipe. Okay, so the first thing we should do is rinse off our steak. We're just using sirloin steak, so you can really use any type of steak that you want. I'm gonna keep the seasoning pretty simple for the steak because you're gonna have all the other flavors of everything else. Use pepper. And we're also gonna put salt. And we're also gonna be using this complete seasoning. So as you see, the pan's already heating up, and it's a little too hot, but it'll be fine. So now we're just gonna add some butter to the skillet, and we're gonna add our steaks. Okay, so while the steak is cooking, we're gonna be cooking the steak for 5 minutes on each side. So while that's cooking, we're gonna just start preparing our shrimp. And I have a helper, which is my sister right here. The seasoning we're gonna be using for the shrimp is paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and we're gonna use Tony Satcher seasoning. Okay, so now that that's nice and seasoned, let's go check on our steak. Okay, so let's check on the steak again. Okay, so it's still a little pink in the middle, but we're just gonna dice it. We're gonna take it off of the pan. And we're just gonna dice it up so it can cook further that way. Okay, so while we're dicing that up, we're just gonna cook our shrimp. Our shrimp is looking good on one side, so we're just gonna flip it. All right, so while we're waiting on our shrimp, we're just gonna start on our scallops. Okay, so for our scallops, it's actually not gonna be scallops at all. We're actually gonna be making vegan scallops, and we're gonna be using these king oyster mushrooms. So the first thing you can do is just rinse them off. Okay, so we have our mushrooms all rinsed off. So now what we're gonna do, we're just going to cut them into scallop shape. So they should look like this. Okay, so we have our mushrooms all cut up, so let's get back to the steak. So as you can see, our steak is still pretty pink in the middle. So we're just gonna add it back to the pan. And I'm just gonna put a little olive oil on top. So we're just gonna let that cook until it gets to our liking. Also, this is how the shrimp is looking. Okay, so in the meantime, now we have to season it. So I'm just gonna put them close together. I'm just gonna add a little olive oil. And I'm just gonna season it with salt and pepper. Okay, so we're just gonna put these to the side in the meantime, and we're just gonna start cutting up our vegetables. Okay, so our steak is looking pretty good. So now we're just gonna take it out and start on the next thing. Okay, so let's start with the vegetables. I'm just gonna be using yellow zucchini and green zucchini, and I'm also gonna be using an onion. I'm gonna cut them fairly big. Okay, so now that we have all our vegetables cut up, let's put it in the pan. I oil my pan with a little olive oil. We're just gonna let that heat up, and then we're gonna add the vegetables. Okay, so I'm just gonna add salt and pepper. Okay, so now that we have to cook down a little bit, we're just gonna add some, I don't have any soy sauce, so we're just gonna use liquid Aminos, and we're also gonna use sesame seed oil. Do not add a lot of sesame seed oil because it's really strong. Okay, so I don't want to overcook my vegetables, so I think I'm gonna just wait. Let me taste the onion to see how. And now I'm gonna turn it off before it gets too mushy. Okay, so now we're gonna start on our scallops. We're just gonna take some olive oil and we're just gonna put it in the pan. And now we're just gonna add our scallops to the pan. And we're just gonna cook that until it's brown on that side. Okay, so they're all flipped over, and we're just gonna let that cook for another 3 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes. So we're just gonna take it out, and then we're gonna start on our sauce. And for our sauce, we're gonna take 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm also gonna add some white wine vinegar. And I really don't measure, I'm really just eyeballing it. And I'm also gonna add some complete seasoning, just a little bit. And I'm gonna add some minced garlic. And I'm also gonna add half an onion. Onion? And I'm also gonna add half a lemon.
I'm so confused. I was like, you said onion.
Okay, so I'll just let that cook for a few minutes, and now I'm gonna add my scallops back to that. Okay, so our scallops are pretty much done, so we're just gonna take them out. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna do the fried rice. I'm not really gonna talk through it, but so just watch. But one thing I would recommend is either working with 1-day-old rice, or another trick that I've seen on someone's YouTube video. I forget her name. I wish I can remember it so I can give her a credit. But she suggested that you just she suggested that it would be a good idea to, if you don't have a whole day or if you don't have rice that's a day old, just make some fresh rice and then put it in the freezer for about 2 hours, or put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours. thank you all for watching once again. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.